Welcome everyone to the Slammy Awards, where we're going to be for the season 1 of the Slammy Awards, where we're going to be taking a look at who are deserving of the Slammy Awards from what we saw in 2K20. Starting things off with SmackDown Superstar of the Season, where we are featuring Randy Orton, AJ Styles, John Cena, and Roman Reigns. And the overall winner of the Slammy Awards will be SmackDown Superstar of the Season, Roman Reigns. Of course, he is a two-time WWE champion. Of course, Roman Reigns lost his title twice. One at his first reign, he lost it at SummerSlam, and then he lost the title again at the Royal Rumble. And he will be getting the superstar for the blue brand of this. Now moving on to the Raw Superstar of the Season, and the majority of the guys who has been MVP of Monday Night, the top 4 MVPs of the red brand this year, are the consistings of the lists of names such as Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, and Bobby Lashley and Finn Balor. And the winner of Raw Superstar of the Season is Seth Rollins, because he is a one-time Universal Champion. He lost his champion at Clash of Champions in the submission match to Johnny Gargano. Can the Monday Night Messiah, aka the Monday Night Messiah or the Drip God, whatever the hell you want to call him, make Season 2 his season? We will find out that next season. Can he make Season 2 the Monday Night Messiah or the Drip God? We'll find out next season. We now move on to the next thing, which is moment of the season, which will be Balor wins the Universal title, AJ beats Roman, Bryan's cashed in, and Gargano ends Seth's terror. And the majority of the winner is Finn Balor wins the Universal Champion. Of course, Finn Balor has been the Universal Champion ever since the War after Survivor Series. He's been going through names such as he had to get through Daniel Bryan to win. But however, he had to beat Batista, Seth Rollins, and Bobby Lashley, and it has to beat other guys such as CM Punk and Braun Breaker. Can he beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania in Season 2? We're gonna find out. The next up is Match of the Season, in which are Daniel Bryan vs Finn Balor on the Raw after Survivor Series, Batista vs Finn Balor at TLC, Roman Reigns vs Randy Orton on SmackDown for the WWE title, and AJ Styles vs Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble for the WWE title. And the winner of the vote is Roman Reigns vs AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. Of course, this all started when AJ Styles interrupted Kevin Owens on the SmackDown after TLC, when AJ said he's getting his rematch again for the WWE title at the Royal Rumble. And of course, this was a fantastic match. Will these two fight again next season? We're gonna find out. Speaking of AJ vs Roman, next up we have Rivalry of the Season. Yep. Next up we have AJ vs Roman, Balor vs Seth vs Lashley, Orton vs Drew, or Cena vs Austin Theory. Who is it gonna be? And the winner is AJ vs Roman at the Royal Rumble. Of course, will these two clash again next season? We'll find out. Moving on to the next one, which is Champions of the Season, which are Roman Reigns, WWE Champion, Finn Balor, Universal Champion, Austin Theory, the Intercontinental Champion, AJ Styles, the WWE Champion. And the winner of the vote is Finn Balor, who is, like I said, a one-time Universal Champion, and he's been going for the names. But the question is, will his terror continues in the next season, and even after the draft, or will it all end at WrestleMania? We'll stay tuned for WrestleMania as it comes in 5 weeks' time. Next up is Breakout Stars of the Season, which the names are Austin Theory, Braun Breaker, Keith Lee, and Matt Riddle. Of course, the winner of this vote is gonna go to Austin Theory. Yep, Austin Theory has been a dominant star ever since coming to SmackDown at TLC to assault John Cena and to win the Intercontinental Champion and then suddenly couldn't cut the cheese anymore and lost his title at Elimination Chamber, but to Rusev. Can Austin Theory rise himself up to the main event or get his title back in 2K22? We'll find out as things go for Austin Theory. Moving on, we are going to be going to brand of the season, as it will be Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live. Who is brand of the season? Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live? And the answer will be SmackDown Live. Guys, we've had great moments on SmackDown Live. We've had multiple guys carrying SmackDown on their backs. For instance, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and AJ Styles, John Cena, and Roman Reigns, and much more carried the blue brand onto their blueprint. The question is, will they dominate again in the next season? We are going to find out as time goes. Moving on, next up is the women's of the season, which are consisting of Sasha Banks, Ruby Riott, Asuka, or Charlotte. Of course, Ruby Riott and Sasha Banks are both from Friday night, SmackDown Live. Asuka and Charlotte are from Monday Night Raw, and the winner and the woman of the season is Sasha Banks, who is a one-time SmackDown Women's Champion and lost her title last night on the Ruthless Aggression SmackDown to Ruby Riott. So can Sasha Banks reclaim the title in season 2 of Universe Mode, or will she fail to do it? We'll find out what things go for Sasha Banks going into season 2. Speaking of, next up we have the tag team of the series, and the tag teams on the list are the Usos, the Viking Raiders, Sanity, or the Club. And the winner of those votes are the Usos, who are a 3-time SmackDown Tag Team Champions because they lost their titles to TM61, AOP, and the Viking Raiders. Because they lost it to TM61 at Backlash, they lost it to the AOP at SummerSlam, and they lost their titles at TLC to the Viking Raiders. Will they become a 4-time tag team title in the next season, or will they fail to get their titles back? We'll find out. Next up is going to come up to the controversial one, as the next up will be pay-per-view of the season, which are consisting of the names are TLC, the Royal Rumble, and Survivor Series. Who is the winner of the pay-per-views of the year? And the winner is Elimination Chamber. Of course, we had 4 Elimination Chamber matches, 3 for the men's and 1 for the women, and we've had great matches that night. Let's see how many pay-per-views that we're going to be getting in 2K22. We'll find out. And then to end things off, before we get into the top 10 MVP of Universe Mode this season, we have Superstar of the Season, which are John Cena, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, or Roman Reigns. And the winner of Superstar of the Season is going to be Roman Reigns again. So Roman Reigns has 2 awards this year: SmackDown Superstar of the Year and now Superstar of the Year. Will Roman Reigns put his dominance all to continue in 2K22 and get back his WWE title? We're going to find out. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to get started. We are now on to the top 10 superstars of WWE 2K20 Universe Mode, aka Season 1. The names are consisting of Roman Reigns, John Cena, AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Bobby Lashley. So there you have it. Slammy Awards is it for the season 4. Of course, we will be doing, we might do another one at the end of season 2 before WWE 2K23 hits the shelves. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining the Slammy Awards, and we will see you all on Monday for the premiere of this season of